Hey, what's up, buddies? This is eCatalyst Gamer, and I am bringing you some gameplay on I don't actually know the North Shah. I really can't pronounce it. So that's all good and great. I did really well. I wasn't expecting to. This is actually my second game ever of TDM on Battlefield 3. And as you can see, I'm all eager and ready to do this. Let's play some freaking TDM. The thing about TDM is you never want to go rush out at the beginning because usually the spawns are quite random, so you want to be a little precautious at first before you push up, until you get an idea of where the enemies are. Because sometimes you spawn in the enemy spawn point, and that isn't the most pleasant experience. You just go run out and get sprayed down in the first 2 seconds of the game. See it right there, they were all spawning over there. And if I had just run out, they would have probably sprayed my ass down. So that's a smart move. And another thing is, you got to know the actual restrictions of the map, and where the spawn points are. It's very key in TDM. And it seems that this area right here, this square where I'm viewing, is where the players are in. And I thought the entire map was open, but in TDM you gotta realize that the map is kind of closed off. I guess it was kind of obvious from those barriers right there, and I'm like, what's going on? But I guess I didn't notice that in game while playing with my pals last night. And yeah, this video is basically just a tip on getting used to the TDM type. It's different from the other types, that's for sure, because there's no vehicles or anything like. There are vehicles, but a lot less than the other types. And this is one of the only game types you can actually play by yourself, and it's solely skill based. I actually enjoy. Okay, well, I mean, the teammate part is also skill, but I actually enjoy this one too, because then you can rely on yourself and not others. So yeah, that spawning system there is also broken. Look out for that. People might just spawn right next to you. It's a new game. You'd expect that type of stuff to happen. But oh wow, I kind of failed there. I was like, oh my god, I just fell into the water near the spawn. I think they're just gonna like mow me down now. I'm like, this seems dangerous. And they tend in TDM, the spawns tend to be pretty uniform at one time. The enemies will all spawn in a general area of the shortened part of the map. Like they will spawn. They'll spawn usually where your guys aren't. So if you see a lot of condensed condensed area of your teammates, you probably want to head the other direction if you're trying to get those high-scoring games. Yeah, because they'll probably be over there, like how they're all on the other side right now, because my team is all on this side. And you'll see how I push up here to get away from my teammates and get more into the enemy space and where they're spawning, so I can mow them down. It's very effective in getting them off guard, especially right here, as I totally annihilate them, and they absolutely had no idea that I was right there for some reason, because they were just spawning. And when you're spawning, you're kind of clueless. Ah, finally got me. Well, I mean, that's the thing you gotta worry about. This is my second game, so I wasn't completely sure, but they do spawn quite quickly in that area, and they're all spawning in the pretty much uniform location. So you gotta watch out for that. Don't get too cocky when you're like behind their spawn. It won't pay off. And you want to keep cover. I make a mistake here by trying to hip fire. Hip firing in this game is a really bad idea. Unless they're directly in your line of sights and you run right into them and you barrel stuff them, you really don't want to even try to hip fire. Like, you gotta be close, okay? It really ends up getting me killed a lot more than it saves me. That's a big tip. for this game. It's coming from a COD man. MW2 is my first ever actual, you know, shooter. So yeah, I'm so used to hip firing that it's kind of like second nature to me, and I make the mistake, and it makes sense that hip firing should be as inaccurate as it is in this game. It's a lot more realistic in that aspect. So yeah. Oh, and you always got to be a bit like, you always don't just look down one sight for too long. If in TDM, you always want to be like checking your surroundings rapidly. Like ADD would be ADHD would be like, it's like what you want to be in this game. if that helps. You want to be like, you don't want to stay in one place. Staying in one place is like the worst. So I would typically use the sprint perk because you are gonna die eventually, and like in TDM, you're usually not gonna run out of ammo unless you're being a hardcore camper. But the sprint one allows you to run around and catch him by surprise, and it's very useful in that respect. Yeah, I usually lob nades really well. I'm actually pretty proud of how I get a lot of nade kills. I always somehow get them in the right spots without even trying. And yeah, guys, this video is basically coming up to a close. I hope you found some helpful tips in TDM of Battlefield 3. And I hope you enjoyed it. I did fairly well. I own these guys in general. It was a nice game. I was playing with my friends, and they were all just like, how the hell did you do so well? And now I kind of explain to you guys how I did so well. I could have probably done better. These guys weren't the best of players. I'm not going to say that it was all my skill, but there is, because it was only my second game, but there are clear strategies on this map and all the maps in general for TDM, and I helped you figure them out. And I hope you guys will do better in your own games. Thanks for watching, guys. If you haven't done so, don't forget to watch my Halloween live com. I think I did a pretty good job on it. It was basically me talking about Halloween and how my Halloween went, and I really want, and I'm asking you guys how your Halloween went. And I want to see that in the comments. That would be nice. You guys are my few subs, and I love you all. Actually, I'm gonna be honest about it. Yeah, it makes me happy to know that I have people who have subbed to me. 17-3. That's what I did in that game. Yeah, thanks guys. Rate, comment, sub. Don't forget to go watch my Halloween com and tell me how you guys spent your Halloween. I'd like to know how you did. Yeah. Peace and salutation.